Hey, Shalom, Israel. Let me give 1 second. Baba Kashar to check the feed, make sure we're good to go. Israel, let me give 1 second. Baba Kashar. We rolling, man. The Lord ahead. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, where we are led by the Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? And we are we've been teaching the truth since 1969. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. You know what I'm saying? They are not with us. We are not with them. If you are not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. There's only one truth, and that's 1 West. So this is today is Saturday. So this is the Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, according to our customs. Our customs are the Israelite customs. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the Israelites of antiquity. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to the men the men above us in the I.S.U.P.K, our forefathers, they did the research and found out that Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the Israelites of antiquity.
Right.
So that means that this book right here, you know what I'm saying, the King James, 1611 King James Bible, that's the book about us. It's about the Israelites. So that means that book is about us, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans.
That's right.
And with that, it has our customs, our cultures, our laws, our statutes, commandments, wisdom, prophecy, everything about us that we need to live and reign supreme on this earth. And in there, it says what we're supposed to do on the 7th day. Saturday is the 7th day, so that means it's the Sabbath, man. We're supposed to do no servile work if we can manage, because we are in hell. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can't do what we want to do.
Right.
But if we can, we got to do no servile work. Don't have any employees under ourselves. Just don't do nothing. But remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. And that's what we're doing right now in the I.S.U.P.K. Port Arthur, it's like I.S.U.P.K. Houston, I.S.U.P.K. Galveston, Port Arthur, and Beaumont, you know what I'm saying, Sabbath service. We remember in the Sabbath to keep it holy. How, you may ask? Well, we studying our scriptures, man. We reading our scriptures in our native tongue, the Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash. Then we reading it in the English so everybody can know what we're saying. And then we're breaking it down, man. You know what I'm saying? We do that every Saturday.
Yeah.
That's really the best way to keep your culture. That's really the best way to remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. So going over what your ancestors did thousands of years ago, in order so that you would be able to do the things you do. And you would be able to breathe.
Right.
So if it wasn't for Moses, you know what I'm saying, Lord knows that we all may not have been Israelites. We all may have been Mosaites, right? You know what I'm saying? Moses had the Most High. He changed the mind of the Most High from just annihilating all of us at one point. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And all the prophets in the Old Testament, you know what I'm saying, had their hand in getting us where we are today.
That's right.
So you know what I'm saying? We got what we do is we read what they did, but we read it in our native language. Then we break it down, man.
Right.
Got anything?
We just, trying to make sure that our people understand that it's time to get back to our original ways. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to, keep up with the Joneses, trying to do what the other people do, and come back to your God and reign supreme.
That's right.
Your people, these people, they not your friend. They not your family. They your enemies. And your Father in heaven, He gave you His word so you could be renewed. So if anything happened to you, you can always come back to Him and be a better people, be a strong people in His name.
Damn right. No sign crowd. Could have said no better. So with that, so we're gonna call the first priest up, get to reading, and then we're gonna get to saying the prayers. Then we're gonna get into it. So I-M-A-D-I-A, which means to stand. It's gonna be a little horn.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Get that horn. No sign crazy. Lord. And just further up. State your name and registry.
Malakia, SHALAM.
Malakia, Yahawada, SHALAM.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Get a horn from that. Another.
SHALAM.
SHALAM. Wait a second. A couple scroll down. You need help? Yeah. And you get up too. Okay, we're gonna face east and say the prayers. We're gonna Wahapanya Hakwadam, which means face the east. Sar, which means to turn.
The Lord's Prayer. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Shomka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Select.
That's it.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka. Hayah.
Aisha.
Baharataza.
Kawa.
Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathan.
It's cut off.
Nathan Lanau. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawath now. Kasalak now. Kabawath now. Wala'ah. Taba'aya now. Banasa Yawan. Abal. Hawashaya now. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Wahata Parata. La'awalamium. Aman.
In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. Baba Koshai. Nathan Lanau. Hakak. La Rapa. Call Makala.
Call Makala.
Wakal Madawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatzarayim.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakayam.
Lahakwayam.
Hamatayam.
Hamathayam.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Al Rakawat.
Al Rawakaf.
Salak.
Got it. I said it wrong. Al Rakawaf.
Kawat. Hatamala.
Atama Allah.
Lagorisha.
Lagorishan.
Bahashim.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Tawada.
The water.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel. In the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayashor Ra'ala.
Wa Yashala.
Oh, so like.
You got it.
So like.
Going.
Wayashara. So like. Wahab.
Bayah.
Saporium.
Wahab Bayah Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Bahashim.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Aman. In the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. In the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
All.
Haharium.
Ha-Horium. Ha-Ayan. Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azoriah.
Azariah.
Ma'ain. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I-S-H-A.
Aisha.
Shemayim. Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan. Lamawat.
Ragalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Hana.
La'ab.
Yanawam. Wala'ab.
Yayashan. Shawamar.
Yasharal. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
La'ayakaka.
La'ayakayaka. La'ayakaka. You had it right.
Salat. Wayorka. Wayarak.
Wayarak. Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Makalra.
Yashamar. Napashka.
Yahweh. Yashamor Taza Ataka.
Yashamar Taza'afka.
Waba wa Aka.
Waba Wa'aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
I will
Wa'ad in the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
He
that keepeth Yashala
he that keepeth Yahshua
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall never slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And for even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
All. Damayah.
Damiyah.
Lakah.
Lakah.
Karash.
Karash.
Wa'al. Dashakwat.
Dashakwat.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana. Awayabyaka.
Awayabika.
Yahama. Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wama Shanayaka.
Wama Shanayaka.
Sha'awa. Ra'ash. Amaka.
Amaka.
Ira Yumwa.
Ira Yumwa.
Shawad. Wayata Yaitaz Zawa.
Wayata Yaitazawa.
Al Taza Pawan Yaka.
All Taza Pawanyaka.
Amarawa.
Lakawa.
Wana Kakyadam. Magalia. Wala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Awad. Kaya. Noah Tazawa. La. Yakadwa. Al Yanka.
Barayath.
Yakarathwa.
Ahalia. Adawam.
Wa Yasha Alayam.
Yashamai Aliyam.
Mawa
Abba.
Wahagarium.
Gabal.
Wa Amawan. Wa I'm Alak.
Amalak.
Palashat. I'm Yashabaya.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Haya Hayawa.
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 Zoro. Zoro. Zoro what? Zoro.
Zarawad. Got it.
Labaya.
Labanya.
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 Lawat.
Lawat.
Shala.
Salat.
Aisha Laham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadian.
Kasa
Kasiyah Sara'ah.
Kasiya Sara'ah.
Kasiyah Sara'ah.
Kayabya.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashan. Koyash one.
Koyashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan da Ara.
Ba'ayan Da'ara.
Hayuwa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'ad Dama.
La Arma.
Shayathamwa.
Sayathamwa.
Not the Yab Mawa.
Nadiyamawa.
Ka Arad.
Ka Arab.
Waka Zabak.
Wakaza Abba.
Waka Zabak.
Wakaza Bak.
Waka Tazolamanai.
Wakaz Almanai.
Call.
Call.
Nasa Yakamwa.
Nasiya Kamwa.
Ashore.
Ashar.
Amorwa.
Amarwa.
Na Yarash. Na Yarash. Na Yarasha.
Nayarasha.
La Nawa.
Lanawa.
Ath.
Af.
Na Awath.
Na'awat.
Allahayim.
Allahayim.
Allahaya.
Allahaya.
Shayathamwa.
Sayathamwa.
Kagalaga.
Kagagala.
Kagalaga. Kakwash.
Kwash.
La Panya.
La Panya.
Rarak.
Rakat.
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 Kaash.
Kaash.
Ira.
Daba Ira.
Ira. Ya Ira.
Ya'ira.
Waka Lahaba.
Waka Lahaba.
Da Lahat.
Talahat.
Haryam.
Hari.
Khan.
Khan.
The Radapma.
Tharadapma.
Basha Iraka.
Basa Iraka.
Wabasa. Wabasa.
Basa.
No. Wabasa. Wapaska.
Wabasa Wapafka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyamham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Yabal.
Yabahawa.
Bahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Idea.
Idea. Idea I.
Waya Kaporwa.
Waya Kaparwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya the Iowa.
Waya the Iowa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shamka. Yahawa.
Shamka Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Ow.
Ow.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ow.
Ow.
Call.
Call. Ha-Aratazah. In the English. Keep not thou silence.
Keep not thou silent.
O power.
O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O power.
O power.
For lo.
Thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
Have
lifted up the head.
They
have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden one. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarim. Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kaisar. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Areb. And like Zael. Yea. All their princes as Zabah. And now Zamuna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power in possession. O my power. Make them like the wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Art the most high. Over all the earth. Sorry. Turn face to front. Yeshabian. Yeshabian, which means you may be seated. I don't know what that means. Okay. Most high in Christ, man. Got it. Yeah. No cover. Let's get our prayers of hand, man. Facing east every week. Every Sabbath. Letting the Lord know how we feel about these enemies down here with us.
That's right.
Just as David did back then. You know, so that last prayer that we said,
right?
That came from David. David was after the Most High's heart, right? After the Most High's own heart,
right?
And he wrote those, letting the Most High know how he and his nation felt about the enemies that are there oppressing him, that are there with them on earth.
Right.
That's what we face. He used to say the same thing that David said back then today, because we still got enemies and they still oppressing us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a beautiful thing. We're about to get into it, man. This priest is about to read in Hebrew. We are at the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 1. You know what I'm saying? He's about to, if you want to read along in the Hebrew, Most High in Christ, we encourage it. If you don't know how, you can download the Bible Hub app on your iPhone or your Android. It's a little blue box with a cross on it. You know what I'm saying? And click on it, go to Bible. Then you click on the INT three letters, which means interlinear. So in the Bible, when it goes to the interlinear, it goes to the original language of the Bible. It might be Greek if it's later in the scriptures, like the New Testament, but for the most part, it's gonna be Hebrew. You're gonna see the Hebrew symbols, and then at the very top, you click the book, chapter, and verse. Go to Exodus 24:1. That's what we're reading. We're reading from right to left in the black. That is the Lashawan Kodash. Whenever you read, whenever you're ready, huh?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 1, in the Hebrew. Wa'al, Mashah, Amar, Ilah, Al, Yahweh, Atha, Wa Aharon, Nadab, Wa'ah, Wa Yahweh, Wa. It's like, Wa.
How read that? And Abihu, where you at? Are you at and Aaron?
And 7.
Oh, and 7.
Shabbat. It's like,
You got it. Shabbat. Shabbat. Yum. Shabbat.
Wa Shabbat. Isupk, Yashalam, Waha, Shasah, Wayatham, Marah, verse 2, Wanagash, Mashah, the body, all, Yahweh, Waham, La'ah, Yagash, Waha'ai, La'ah, Ya'ai the Wa, I am Wa, verse 3, Wayaba'ah, Mashah, Wayasapar, La'ai, Af, Paul, Dabaria, Yahweh, Wa'af, Paul, Hama,
Shabbat.
Hamashapati, Waya'ai, Paul, Ha'ai, Hawal, Akkad, Waya'ah, Ya'amar, it's like, Paul, Dabari, Ashar, Dabar, Yahweh, I.S.U.P.K, verse 4, Yah, Kathah, Mashah, Ath, Kal, Dabari, Yahweh, YAHANNA, BLACKWATCH, YAHANNA, Sabbath, Sakath, Ahar, Washadani, Ishra, Matazabah, Lashanya, Ishar, Shabbat, Yashala, verse 5, Yah, Shalach, Ath, Na'iriyah, Manya, Yashala, Yah, Ilah, Yah, Sabbath, Zabaki, Shalom, La Yahweh, Raya. Verse 6. YAHANNA. Mashad. Khatazaya. Adam. YAHANNA. Ganath. Khatazaya. Adam. Sarak. I.S.U.P.K. Verse 7. YAHANNA. Sabbath. Yath. Yah. Sanaya. I. Amar. Call. Ashar. Bar. Yahweh. Now I shot. Not Shammai. Verse 8. YAHANNA. Mashad. Adam. Yah. Zabrak. I. Amar. Hanan. Dam. Yath. Shar. Abrath. Yahweh. I am come. I call. Bar. Allah. Verse 9. Ilah. Mashad. Aharon. Nadab. Yahawa. Shabbat. Isaac. Yasharal. Verse 10. Yahweh. Allahaya. Yasharal. Wasakath. Rebellion. Kamashah. Yabat. Nathak. Labanath. Hasapari. What? Isupk. Hashamaya. Latahar.
Time to pray.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 1 in the English.
Real quick, before you start, I just want to give us a little bit of preface of where we are, where we left off. We still in the book of Exodus where Moses is on the top of Mount Sinai. And while he's at the top of Mount Sinai, this is after Egypt, you know what I'm saying? We already, he escaped out of, not escaped, but got, what's the word? Got the perfect word. We got delivered out of Egypt by the hands of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We already out of Egypt, but now we in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? This is the time where Moses is getting the instructions from the Most High to give to the children of Israel. These instructions are the majority, like the meat and potatoes of the law, statutes, and commandments. We got the 10 Commandments already. Now we getting the judgments, and with the judgments we getting, you know what I'm saying, statutes. You know what I'm saying? We learn about the law. We learn how to treat our brothers. These are the laws that are going to govern Israel, make them the wise and understanding nation above all nations.
Right.
What the Most High is getting from Moses is the stuff that's going to make Israel the best. We already were the best. The Most High made us the best, but this is going to be the real the proof that we the best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If I
Go ahead, sir.
The thing is, see, when we when we hear that these commandments, we need see the problem is in Israel we always thinking about being an individual instead of a nation.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Not only should these commandments be your heartbeat, you need to think about it being the heartbeat of your nation. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? Like the glue that holds everything together.
Damn right.
Right.
Nah.
The thing that holds everything together. We need to stop thinking about ourselves all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? But what's so crazy is when we thinking about it, individual thing like this for us, is somebody else thinking about that, and then we got a whole group, and we come together on these individual things instead of this. You get what I'm saying?
If I could,
Uh-huh.
we think about the whole at the wrong time.
Right.
We thinking about other people when it don't really concern them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We thinking about, I got to do this to make everybody like me, or I got to do this to be better than everybody else.
Uh-huh.
When you got to do that for yourself, but what you got to do for the Most High, you're doing for your nation.
Nation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a heavy point, because the Most High sees. He don't see you as Tyrone alone.
That's right.
He don't see Tyrone. He don't see Shaniqua. He don't see Miguel. He don't see, you know what I'm saying, Patrice.
Right.
He don't see them people as individuals. He see all of them as brothers and sisters in a family. And if this family, you know what I'm saying, if the family house is dirty, Patrice might have cleaned Patrice may have made her bed in the house, but Miguel and Tyrone, they didn't mop the floor and clean the dishes. So the house looks dirty.
Right.
So Patrice, Miguel, and everybody in the house is going to have to get that whooping.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to have to pay.
If I might.
Go ahead.
And this is real important about keeping these commandments, because when you don't keep the commandments, the innocent among you get hurt. You get what I'm saying? Like, I always think about that story where that guy stole that garment, and then his whole household went down with him. People always, man, if it's a God, man, why this and that happened? And why? Because you won't listen. If you wasn't out there selling dope, shooting at this brother, this little kid wouldn't have got hit in the crossfire. You get what I'm saying? If you wasn't out here being all litigious and what you call it, loose, then your kid wouldn't be getting born with HIV.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And if I could, and that's why the men above us always tell us about, especially if you're kind of about being individual.
Right.
One action affects the whole nation.
Right.
Just like if one of us were to sin, we all get captivity.
Right.
So it's not just about one of y'all, it's about all of us. Especially if it's like going back to the story with Akon, when he stole the garment from the spoil of war.
Right.
Because of that, we end up losing people.
Mm-hmm.
And because we lost somebody, we understood that something was wrong.
Right.
And that's why they went out and searched for the person who did it. Because with one sin, normally when we go out to battle, we don't lose. We don't win. We always underdog, but we always win because the Lord is on our side.
Mm-hmm.
So because we lost somebody, we understood that somebody is our fault.
Mm-hmm.
And then because he stole a slice of gold and his garments, we ended up losing brothers, and then his whole family got punished.
Yeah.
It's more than just I'm doing right and I'm doing this. We all have to take the as a whole.
That's right. If I could bring home, I know we got to get to the scriptures eventually. Y'all hitting the money with this individualism stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say, individualism is damn near wicked. I don't want to say that it is wicked, but I want to say it's damn near wicked, because think about it. All the fake Israelite groups started from individualism because they didn't want to be part of the body of One West. They thought they had a better idea. They didn't want to listen to orders. They didn't want to mop floors. They didn't want to get their rank the way they were supposed to get.
Right.
Or they wanted to be wicked. Or they wanted to. Let me bring it home. Or they wanted to be wicked. They wanted to transgress, openly transgress. They wanted to, break the law. And all that did was make. Now we're HBIs now. Now we're not Israelites. We're HBIs or black HBIs. You know what I'm saying? And when people hear One West, people teaching the Bible, they confuse us with those other goofies. And now Hebrew Israelites have a bad name because of it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't y'all the people that got that sister killed? You know what I'm saying? Joy Morgan. That's right. Ain't y'all the people that are always yelling at each other, yelling at brothers and sisters on the street wearing purple? Or ain't y'all them people that molest people? Don't y'all believe in rape? And then we break it down to them. And then so we don't even go. I mean, sometimes we may say everybody came from us. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? One West was the one that started it all. The doctrine, One West, where they built their doctrines off of. But you know what I'm saying? If they just would have just follow orders and didn't think about themselves individuals and thought about the body, then the One West would Christ could have been back by now. Like, that's all I had.
I just wanted to go off what you were saying.
Yeah, but
they wanted to feel good and have a good time all the time.
For real.
They were pleasure seekers. I want to be the head. So I know that I can't be here. You get what I'm saying? So I got to go over here and start my own place. Now you basically a Christian because the only people who going to be attracted to you is people like you. You get what I'm saying? Somebody, I forgot who said it at Hebrew Academy. It was somebody I heard say this. If you want to understand why somebody's doing the things they do, look at the people that lead them. You get what I'm saying? Because they leaders roll like that, and people flock to these other groups just because those other groups allow them to still do the things that they would do in the world. You got groups who was snorting cocaine. People thinking that they could have sex with white women.
Yeah.
I mean,
all they do is make it that much harder for us, the real priests and prophets of the Lord, to get the truth out there.
That's right.
Because now, you know what I'm saying, it's a certain stigma attached with, you know what I'm saying, them brothers that teach the truth.
Right.
Because them brothers that teach the truth, we don't know if they the purple brothers. We don't know if they the all white brothers.
Yeah.
We don't know if they the brothers that just wear baseball caps and go out there and their leader's a pegger, or their leader getting pegged. We don't know what the truth is. We don't know whether we should follow y'all.
Right.
How righteous are y'all?
I might as well just stay in here.
Right. Stay in the house. Stay in the Christian church. Right. But man, you know what I'm saying, that's just the importance of being a whole. Because if those fake Israelite groups, if their leaders thought of the nation as a whole, they would do the order that Commander General YAHANNA said a long time ago.
Right.
For everybody to come into One West and do the work of the Lord together.
Right.
They don't want to do that. They want to be individualites.
Right.
It's lucky. But let's get into the scriptures.
Gotcha.
Christ.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 1 in English. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. Verse 2, and Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. Verse 3, and Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice, and said, all the words which the Lord hath said, we will do. Verse 4, And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars, according to the 12 tribes of Israel.
So real quick, you see, it's heavy that we just started touching upon that with the individualism, because here you see the rank. You know what I'm saying? It said Moses, Aaron, and then the elders, right? They didn't just have anybody going up there, and then on top of that, not everybody could go to the top.
That's right.
So only Moses could go to the top to be right in the area where the voice of the Most High was.
Right.
And then the elders were near the top, and nigh unto the top. And then where was the rest of Israel?
At the bottom.
At the bottom. There's rank and order, man.
That's
all
right.
things, man. The Most High sees us as a nation, but only deals with one leader of the nation at a time.
Right.
He only deals with one person to address to the nation.
That's right.
That person is normally chosen by the Most High, and it's evident that it's chosen. Just like when the people, I don't know if we got to it yet, but the Israelites, the people, the children of Israel, in this story, and not story, but in this book that we read, they questioned Moses, like, why you the one that gets to talk to the Most High? And then they found out why. You know what I'm saying?
And if I may,
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm so lucky. Go ahead. You sure? This is what I'm saying. As a people, this is that got so out of hand. This wanting to skip rank and things like that, not respecting people's position and things like that. That the household is out of order.
Damn right.
The children don't want to listen to the mother don't want to listen to the father, and then sooner or later the father just jumps ship.
For real.
You get what I'm saying? Now the house is in disarray, and you know what I'm saying? Because this is a spirit that's on our people. That's not wanting to follow order. When that's the first thing being installed in this here. It's being taught to them immediately. This is something that's fundamental to our rising up. You get what I'm saying? And that's something that we got to get back to as a nation of people. Is order, is
respect and authority.
That's right.
And giving the authority when it's, acknowledging the authority when it's due.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody knows the truth about the Bible like Commander General Yohanan.
Mm-hmm.
So why shouldn't he be, you know what I'm saying? He decided he doesn't want to be a high priest. But he's the general of the army of the Lord.
That's right.
Nobody knows the scriptures like him. So why shouldn't he be the highest ranking man in the army of the Lord?
That's right.
And so he knows the spirit, spiritual nature of the Bible, like you know one of your favorite songs. Like, remember when we used to listen to them songs like Bone? Remember all the words, Bone Thugs Harmony? That's how Commander General Yohanan knows these books of the Bible. He'll be able to tell you what's up and what's going on in your life, bring it back to the scriptures easily. So why? And he loves you. On top of that,
that's right.
He genuinely loves his brothers and sisters, man. Israelites. He loves you. He cares for you. He not man. General Yohanan don't even really. When we see him, he don't got Louis luggage and all type of Louis suits and stuff.
Yeah.
He be humble. He be
humble
wearing
as should be, man.
T-shirts that somebody made for him in the garment department.
Right.
When he really can use the ties that he gets for Louis suits and whatnot.
Right.
But what does he do? He spend on people rent. He making sure people not getting evicted, people's lights not shut off, and then that this truth is being pushed as far as it can go.
That's right.
That's the leader, if you ask me. So respect. So don't think that you can do what he does and start your own little candy cane group.
Go ahead. Think about it.
Hold on, the Malaki.
Go ahead. It's lucky.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, didn't the Israelites, because we were scared to talk to them, how their voice was. So we chose to have Moses do. But then in the future, it was like
they had to find out again. They forgot how scary he was, and he was like, "Come on!" And they got shook again. I think that's in Numbers.
Yeah. If I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
like you got to think about it as a man and a woman in a house. If you a man who in charge of your home and you lead it, you got all the answers, you this and that, and your woman just want to do her own thing all the time, always throwing a monkey wrench in what you doing. She decides to, I'ma just go and leave the house and go and live on my own and take the kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go look at it like this. H.O. this B, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you gotta be like, that's a dude that's in ranks and not happy that he can't lead the, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't. I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't equate those two because
Okay, gotcha.
women are the lesser vessels.
Right.
They got. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But women are. They set. The scriptures talk about them alone,
Right.
just like the scriptures talk about them HANs.
Right.
Them brothers that don't want to follow suit. You know what I'm saying? Women need a man to pull their arm a little bit. Go ahead.
I'm saying, think how it make you feel.
Oh yeah, God.
You get what I'm saying?
Damn
Like,
damn right.
think about how that make you think about that person. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is
right,
what a man is like. Is a one. I'm saying when that happens, you be like, damn, that's some H.O. stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me?
Right,
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I don't even say about women. That's what's so evil and demonic about modern day feminism. Like they have our women out here thinking that they can just be a one-man army. And don't get me wrong, like there's a lot of strong women in the Bible. Right. Like Esther. Yeah. She did what she did by using her power as a woman. But now now we saw what happened when women were acting alone with Eve. Right. That's why we are where we are right now.
Right.
And what's so evil is that they have our women thinking they can just do everything on their own when they need support from us.
Right. Can I piggyback on you? Eve, you know what I'm saying? We at where we at now because of the Eve's leader, the man of Eve's house, didn't want to stand 10 toes down and say, "Nah, baby, we not gonna do that." You know what I'm saying? The woman was the one that said, "Hey, we should probably do this and do this." That's why Eve was, you know what I'm saying? She was a woman. She didn't know what was better. But then Adam was the one that said, "Man, I guess, yeah, let's eat the fruit. We can do it." That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And you're right about the modern day feminist. That's designed by the oppressor, man. The oppressor knows that women are just like Eve and want to be, man, we should eat the fruit of knowledge, man. We should do this. We should be God. What's that lady name that Madam C.J. Walker?
Yeah.
And Oprah Winfrey. You know, we don't need men.
Yeah.
Then you know what I'm saying? That's with no men is just like it's even worse than having somebody weak like Adam.
Right.
Because they don't even think twice about doing the wrong thing.
Right. And man, we gotta be thankful in the Israelite community that when cats run off like a female who ain't happy no more.
Right.
I'm just using that as a thing to think about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you got somebody stomped down like General YAHANNA who gon', you know what I'm saying, keep it real, keep it 100, gonna stick to the thing. All right, man, you go, go try to be against me. You get what I'm saying? Like the things that people say about people make up things. And I'm like, man, why y'all hate the real way so bad, bro? It's because you perverted. You perverted by your evil ways, man. You want to change the word into, oh, this mean this crap. You just a Christian. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Definitely a hypocrite.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we getting into it. We ain't even in the middle of the script. We got
That's a lot.
hella scriptures to go. Most I ain't crazy. Y'all getting me amped up.
Sabbath.
Yeah. We gotta finish the first 10, huh?
Right, right, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Go on. I think you had like
Verse 5.
no, we further than that, ain't we? Dang. Let's go. Let's kind of eat up slack, Israel.
So like,
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 5, in English. And he said, young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. Verse 6. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. Verse 7. And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people. And he said, all that the Lord hath said, we will do, and be obedient. Verse 8. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. Verse 9. Then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel. Verse 10. And they saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet, as it were, a paved work of the sapphire stone, and as it were the body of heaven in his clearness.
All right. What you got?
Only thing I'm saying is these everybody have their job. You get what I'm saying? Like he seemed to say the young men had their job. None of this stuff can happen unless we play our parts. You get what I'm saying? That's all. I just be wanting to bring attention to things like, oh, you know, it have 70 elders. You get what I'm saying? Ain't everybody can't be Moses. And Moses can't be everybody else at the same time. You get what I'm saying? We all gotta work together.
It's almost like when, for my brothers out there, like when we were kids, we were playing football in the field. Everybody wanted to be quarterback. But when you realize that quarterback needs a line and a quarterback needs somebody to pass the ball to, you know what I'm saying? When the quarterback has that team, then and everybody's playing their part, like the brother just said, then y'all gonna have fun and y'all gonna win.
Right.
But if everybody's fighting over being a quarterback and the catcher don't want to catch because he want to throw, then that's when you're gonna have, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have confusion. Go ahead, Al.
To piggyback what you were saying, like people outside the truth think that women in the truth are oppressed and they're lesser. They just don't. They're worthless. But to be honest, without them, we could not do what we do.
That's right.
Especially in camp in Texas, when it'd be like 100 degrees outside, we didn't have camp meals. We would probably be out there famished, dehydrated.
Sisters are all over the nation. They be feeding the other. They be feeding the sisters in this zone too, but in other zones, I see. Shout out to Captain Tawar, his zone. So them sisters be out there with big pots of hot food, and they be feeding
the masses.
Exactly, the masses. The shot. Good point. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters aren't belittled, man. We need our sisters, but just like the brother was saying, everybody got to play their part.
Right.
The sister not going to be a priest. The sister not going to teach these scriptures.
That's right.
Then just like the priest might not know how to make lawful gumbo.
Right.
But when the sister come down with some lawful gumbo, feed the masses, then the brother do the street teaching, then you got something going. But real quick, so we're going to get back to the Hebrew. I just want to say what's going on in this part where the brother just read. So Moses and the elders, so this is what happened. So Moses went up. I think it was Moses and Aaron just alone when they went up the first time. He got the judgments. Then they brought the judgments. They brought the 10 commandments and the judgments down. They brought those down, and then the Most High called for the elders and Moses, and then they went up, and then that's when the Most High required the sacrifice. And then he came down with the elders. And then they did the sacrifice with the young man, like you just read. And now we're about to get into Moses going back up. I think the week before, I said Moses was up there for 40 nights and 40 days. That was false. If I said that before, it's Salakia. The third time Moses goes up, now he's about to be up there for 40 nights and 40 days. And this 40 nights and 40 days, he's getting more instruction. We're about to get into it momentarily, probably by the end of today. That 40 nights and 40 days, he's getting the exact measurements and instructions how to create the tabernacle of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna build it. And once again, people gotta know their part for that. We gotta have carpenters for that, and goldsmiths, and painters, and fabric sewers to make, you know what I'm saying, the beautiful tents. You know what I'm saying? And Moses gets the instructions, gives it to the people to do it. So we can't have everybody trying to be a goldsmith. But yeah, so like that's all that's going on with that. So he about to get to the Hebrew, read the next 10. Go ahead whenever you're ready, y'all.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 11 in the Hebrew. All Atazah.
Atazah Yallah. Atazayal. Atazayalya.
Atazayal. Banya. Yasha'ala. La'ab. Shalak. Galwat. Uyah. Kosaku. Ath. Ha'alahaya. Uyah. Akaw. Uyah Shatawa. Verse 12. Uyah Amar. Yahweh. All. Shad. Ilah. Aliyah. Ha-Hara. Wahaya. Wahaya. Sham. Wa'ah. Wa'atham.
Wa Asana.
Wa'athana. Lakat. Ath. Lachath. Wahaban. Waha. Thawra. Wahab. Atazawa. Ashar. Katha. Lathaya. Laha. Wawatham. Verse 13. Warrior Kwam. Ashar. Warrior Hawashah. Asharah. Warrior Ayah. Ashar. All. Har. Ha'alahaya. Verse 14. All. Isupk. Amar. Shalawah. Lanawah. Azah. Ashar. Ashabah. Alayakam. Wahanna. Aharan. Chawra. Wahawar. Imakam. Wa. Ya. Baal. Baal. Jabari. Yagash. Allaham. Verse 15. Yahil. Shah. All. Bahar. Yakash.
Yakas.
Yakas.
I9.
Ainan. Ath. Bahar. Verse 16. Waya. Shakan. Kakabaru.
Kapawa.
Kabawa. Yahweh. Il. Har.
Sayanya.
Sayanya. Ya. Kasahawa. Ainan. Shashath. Yam Yam. Waya. Korah. All. Mashah. Bayamon. Hashabah. Yahaya. Matawak. I.N.A. Verse 17. Ma'Ra'a. Kabawai. Yahweh. Ka'asha.
Ka'ash.
Ash. Akalaf. Arash. Ahar. Ai. La'ayanya. Banya. Rasha Allah. Verse 18. Wayaba'a. Shah. Dawaka.
I think that's what. The cuz is when it's, you say cuz at the end, that's when it's you when you're saying somebody else. You or your, or you did this or some aside. But into the mist, I think it's Sawak, ba being in, and Sawak is the mist. So ba Sawak. So you had I9.
Verse
You had 18, didn't you?
I really got to
Oh yeah, you had 18 on I9 in upper class. You had 18. You had 17 for real?
Nah, he had 18.
Okay.
And Bath, not
Right.
Bath Walk.
Walk. But no, Bath or Walk.
Bath the Walk.
You said Bath or Cut. It's Bath.
what word is it?
Into the mist. It's the third word. 18. Third. At the top. 18 at the top.
Yeah, it's like the fourth. It's like the third word.
If you're reading along with us on the Bible Hub app, don't click them little ads. Don't even click the X on the ad. It will throw you off.
All the way up. It's the third.
Bathawak. I.N.A. Waya'ai. All. Ahar. Wayahaya. Shah. Bahar. Arabai. Arabai. One. Wa Arabai. Ya. Ya. Laha.
Super. Oh, that's it. Okay, let's go to the English.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 11 in English. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand. Also they saw God and did eat and drink. Verse 12. And the Lord said unto Moses, come up to me into the mount and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone and a law and commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. Verse 13. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, and Moses went up into the mount of God. Verse 14. And he said unto the elders, tarry ye here for us, until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matters to do, let him come unto them. Verse 15. And Moses went up into the mount, and a cloud covered the mount. Verse 16. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And the seventh day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. Verse 17. And the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. Verse 18. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud, and gat him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights.
Pretty much now Moses is going to be up there for a while. You know, Joshua is not up at the top with Moses, but he's on the mountain too, and Aaron and the elders are looking after Israel down in the wilderness.
It brings me to if I may, it brings me to when Christ say, man, one day people gonna wish they could see what you see today. You get what I'm saying? Like people in here was seeing the glory of God and all this stuff, man. If you could just see that, man, that's pretty powerful to me alone. You know? Just seeing it in person.
If I could, you
No,
know,
so,
and I remember when I came into the truth, I was at my blood brother's house. Uh, he was in the truth before me, and his family was watching Commander General YAHANNA. Everything Commander General YAHANNA was saying was coming to play. You know what I'm saying? The pestilences, it was like COVID time. You know what I'm saying? The money and the Bitcoin happening and the elections and all of that.
yeah.
What was going on? And then I didn't really know much about the Bible already, so when he was pointing out the scriptures and saying this is what's going on and this is the precept on that, I was like, man, this man is really saying prophecies.
Right.
So if you can open your, like what you're saying is heavy, like that's what Christ was saying. But if you're able to open your eyes out there and just listen, open your eyes and ears and watch what's going on and listen to the prophets and what they're telling you, then really, you know what I'm saying, it's the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're telling you what the Lord wants you to hear. Shit, we're about to get into the Hebrew once again. Move along, class. Move along. Sabbath service. Yeah. So it's like whenever you're ready. You ready? Need some water?
I got it for you.
You got it.
I got it. I don't want
Water. You bring me one too.
Yeah, for sure.
Water.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 5, verse 1. We are the bar, Yahweh, all, Shah, La, verse 2. Bar, all, Yah, Yashma'Allah, Yah, Yahweh, Yah, Ra, Sarah, Ma, Ma'ath, Kal, Ayash, Ashar, Jah, Benawi, Lazawah, Safak, Af, Sarah, Athia, verse 3. Was the Ath, Mar, Ba, Ashar, Safahu, Ma'atham, Zahab, Wakasam, Nah, Shatha, verse 4. Ustad, Khalaf, Wa'ah, Ra, Kaman, Wasad, Ith, Shanya, Washasha, Wa, Isaiah, verse 5. Wa'irath, Ayalam, Ma'ariyah, Wa'irath, Sachar, Shalem, Wa'ai Tazayah, Shataya. 6. Shaman. Ma. Ma. Ra. Ashab. Yam. La Shaman. Mashaka. Wala. One to Rath. Hasamaya. 7. Abani. Shaham. Wa Abani. Ma. La Aya. La Apad. Wala. Wala Hashan. Verse 8. Wa I.S.U.P.K. Ya. Dash. Shad. Nathia. Asa will come. Verse 9. Kakal. Ashar. Anaya. Mara'ah. Abwathaka. Ath. Damanyath. Hamashakan. Ath. Thabanya. Damanyath. Kal. Kalayawak. Wakan. I.S.U.P.K. Verse 10. I.S.U.P.K. Ara. Araman. Tazawa. Shataya. Matthew. Tazaya. Arakawa. Wagama. Tazaya. Tazaya. Wakawa. Wama. Tazaya. Matthew.
His name praise.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25, verse 1 in English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they may bring me an offering of every man that giveth willingly with his heart, ye shall take my offering. Verse 3, And this is the offering ye shall take of them, gold, and silver, and brass. Verse 4, And blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen, and goat hair. Verse 5, And ram skin dyed red, and badger skin, and shittim wood. Verse 6, Oil for the light, spices for anointing oil, and for sweet incense. Verse 7, onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod, and in the breastplate. Verse 8, And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them.
So, real quick, the Lord is requiring a specific offering right here. It's not like any regular offering that took place back then. It's not like sacrificing an ox or a bullock or a sheep or even a dove or even. Like what they about to do now is they about to use their finest materials, the gold, silver, you know what I'm saying, scarlet, linen, goat hair, and all types of shittim wood, and then frankincense and myrrhs, oils, spices, everything. What they putting all their fine stuff together is to make like he said sanctuary. But this is like the house of the Lord. This is the tabernacle. They about to make like a almost like a temple before the temple. The temple of Solomon is what we face east to. That's the temple in Jerusalem. That's what we know where the Lord. I want to say the Lord dwells in all these schools, man. But when we pay respect to the Lord and as You know what I'm saying? Where he's at as far as our nation, that's where we look at the Temple of Solomon. This is like the Temple of Solomon before the Temple of Solomon. This was the tabernacle. And that's what the Most High has given Moses the instructions on how to build this. He's gonna be up on Mount Sinai 40 days or 40 nights getting instructions for how to build how the tabernacle should be built. I'm saying everything is being told. Moses is not making anything up. He's not saying, "Oh, maybe we should make the tents red, or maybe we should have gold, a gold menorah, or maybe we should have this." No, the Most High instructed them how to do this. It's almost like Israel be fly. We're about to read some real fly stuff in a moment. It's about to be extra clean, extra crisp stuff. But Israel is known for being so fly. The Most High puts that spirit on us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High has given him instructions to make the flyest thing known, the most fanciest, the most regal thing known in that time, known to even still today. But that comes directly from how the Most High wants it. You know what I'm saying? When we think that we put gold spokes on gold Vogues on our Cadillac and we think it's clean, the Most High put His spirit on us to make our cars look clean like that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This spirit of being, you know what I'm saying, the freshest and the flyest, and all these other nations want to be like us. That's because all these other nations want to be how the Most High wants. The Most High wants us to be clean like that. We in our captivity and we still riding spinners. Not spinners, but what's they call swingers. So we still riding clean Escalades. We still got gold paintings in our house. You know what I'm saying? We the salt of the earth. We make looking clean look good because the Most High makes us look clean.
That's right.
Shit. If y'all ain't have anything, we can go back to the English. I'm gonna go back to the. You got two more English. Most High in Christ.
Verse 9. According to all that I shew thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so shall ye make it. Verse 10. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits, and a half should be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof.
So the first thing they made is the Ark of the Covenant. We used to have a little what's the word? Like a little figurine, a little figurine of the Ark of the Covenant in the front. I'm not sure what happened to it, but the Ark of the Covenant is pretty much a box made out of the most fanciest type of wood, covered in gold, and then it's a box with the fanciest wood covered in gold, so that 2 soldiers can hold it in the front, and 2 soldiers can hold it in the back. It's a big box, and it got golden angel replicas on top of the box, and then inside the box is stuff that the Most High wanted to be one of the children to keep forever, for all the generations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where's our covenant? We're gonna get into it. You're gonna read about it, but just a spoiler. I tend to have spoilers all the time every week. It was just a spoiler. Look, where's our covenant? Where's our covenant with all our stuff in it now? You may ask, black man, Hispanic man. The oppressor got it.
Mm-hmm.
The oppressor snatched it up and put it in one of his little Vatican museums or whatever. Because he says it belongs to. It's almost like you go to say you in school or you wherever you in the lunchroom and you see a bottle of a cherry Coke. You didn't buy that bottle of cherry Coke, but you pick it up and you put it in your lunchbox. That don't make it yours, bro. You know that's not yours. That's what the oppressor did with this Ark of the Covenant. So he knows it's not his. He knows he's not the Jew. He knows he's not the real Israelite the Bible speaks of. The Jewish man knows they're not the Jews, but they hold on to that lie, man, because you know what I'm saying. Being exposed as a liar will make them fall so far off. But it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening either way. You know what I'm saying the man of sin, the man of perdition is coming to light. as prophesied. Go ahead.
And if I could, if they really thought and knew they were the true Jesus of the Bible, they wouldn't call themselves Israeli. They would call themselves Israelites.
Yeah, I'm right.
If I may.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about something like having that, like what I was saying earlier, seeing a sign from back then, it would make your faith very strong. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they hide our heirlooms and things like that away from us is because they know these kind of things strengthen our faith and our power. You get what I'm saying?
You're right,
And they try to hide those things. They try to, what did it say, make our name no more remembrance. Yeah. They want us to forget those things, you know what I'm saying? They know, they got it somewhere. They know, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want you, like I was saying, if you could see those signs and things like that, it wouldn't be no doubt in your mind about what you need to do.
What the priest is saying is real heavy, because they not only living a lie to just to have it for themselves.
Right.
They didn't steal it just for themselves. They stole it and kept it theirs so that we wouldn't know that it's ours.
That's right.
Because if we know that it's ours, then that's the real problem starts.
Right.
Go ahead.
And to make another point, what's so wild about Amalek is that they stole our culture, and even though they was being, say that, okay, even though they was being mass unalive and treated so terribly, they chose to still hold on to what's not theirs just so that we don't have it. And that's a crazy level of cultural appropriation that they took it and then tried to become us, and then they or with consequences.
That's heavy. I wonder if the Most High was just whipping them to let them know, hey, I might need to give it up.
Right.
Stop the charade.
I was a big giver.
I mean, if I may, I just don't feel like they ever was really doing it. You get what I'm saying? They just like I don't understand like halfway doing things. You get what I'm saying? Like if you're not all the way in it, you ain't doing it in the first place. It's just they just trying to like I was saying earlier, they just trying to make us forget who we are so they can go ahead and be themselves. You get what I'm saying? Like it's to the point to where they can't even hide who they are no more. Like the whole wearing the little black suits and all this can't hide the fact that you're doing this stuff in the manholes, and you know what I'm saying? They can't even hide that they LGBTQ no more. They can't hide these things, you know what I'm saying? It's just all out in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't never just really been doing what we I mean, come on, everybody know about Hollywood. Everybody knows about what goes on there, you know. It's just that we, like you said, we wasn't what you call it, aware. We wasn't aware of what was going on. You get what I'm saying? That we just look at them for their money and things like that. We wasn't looking at them like, oh, they were stealing our identity. So they could just do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
They never suffered the curses like we did either.
That's right.
They never really suffered any of the curses.
Right.
I mean, like the brother said, the Holocaust was horrible. They had suffered how long was the Holocaust? A decade?
Man, like 6 years or something.
6 years. They went through a tough 6 year period. You know what I'm saying? And a war was fought because of them, but they didn't serve their masters and hunger and nakedness and thirst.
For 100 years.
Exactly.
That's what it said.
You
It
know what I'm
said,
saying? They weren't exported, not exported, but ships. What's the word? Ship. I guess ship. They weren't carried by ships from slave trade. Black and brown people were shipped like they were cargo.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And what else does the curse say? Their loved ones will be taken away from them. You'll be longing for them.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be sold to somebody. Nobody will buy you. No, but none of that happened. There was no such thing as a Jewish slave in the Holocaust.
Right.
They were doing experiments on them, which was horrible. You know, I agree, but they see the black woman. She had to get used to. She had a black man that was a husband. Now and she still had to get used to being a sex slave for her master.
That's it.
She had to get used to it because we were sold on the people. The black woman had to watch her babies get sold to plantation on the other side of town, maybe even another town. Go ahead.
They had to know that if a certain man come and get your baby, that you was never gonna see that baby again.
That's in the scriptures.
That baby probably babies was getting sold as bait for catching alligators.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I can't get over that. I can't get with that. That can't process in my mind how a man could tie a baby up. I wouldn't even want to do that to my enemy. You get what I'm saying?
And with that being said, we call the oppressor the devil because he's a deceiver. That's where the word devil comes from, the word deceiver. But you know what I'm saying? You might hear us sometimes just go all the way with that, using that word. And that's what the priest just brought up, you know what I'm saying? Somebody devilish. I mean, it's not the devilish means deceitful, but somebody like a monster, monstrous.
Right.
Like you see, like when you hear the word devil, you think of a monster. Well, damn right, because a
Yeah.
monster would tie a baby up and use it for alligator bait.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
If
Go ahead,
if I
bro.
may,
Go ahead, sir.
that's why they painted them into those evil looking creatures. You know what I'm saying?
Break that down. You were going over that earlier. Break
They
that all the way down.
you got some picture with a bunch of monsters with sharp teeth, and they got a pitchfork pushing
On the
some.
ruins, right? On the ancient artifacts.
Oh, no, not even on the ruin. They like painted them. They was like Renaissance paintings of heaven and hell, right?
Right.
So in hell, they got everything on fire, and then they got these little monsters with pitchforks. With pitchforks pushing a man into a cauldron and sawing somebody in half and eating babies and stuff like that. Well, if you just change those monsters into the oppressor and those people being tortured into us, it would be true.
Yep.
It would just be a true picture. Because, I mean, I've heard of them putting a man in a cauldron and boiling him till he unalive. Yeah, there's a plenty of accounts in the scriptures where people was hewn in half.
The disciples.
Right. These people, then, I don't understand it, man. Like, it's a whole lot of depictions in this, like picture, like visions and stuff, but it's just a depiction of the oppressor being a serpent or a dragon. He's waiting to devour the children of the Israel. You get what I'm saying? They got all these devices. I mean,
it's the spirit of Esau.
Man. Yeah, man.
Esau hated us from the beginning. And he wanted to kill us more than ever after, you know what I'm saying, he didn't get his way. He didn't sell his covenant and still get not covenant. He didn't sell his birthright and still get it. Because that's the type of spirit that the oppressor has. the oppressor will sell you a house and still think it belongs to him. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor doesn't want to. He'll make the rules and still break them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Esau did in the beginning, and that's how he feels. Man, he's just a monster. He a devil, man. Go ahead, Alex.
A perfect example of what you just said. The oppressor will make the rules and still break them. Key example, the Constitution of America.
Yeah, right.
The president is doing stuff that is so unconstitutional, but because he's a president, he can do it. But they even, when it was made, they even said that you're not allowed to, maybe I'm wrong, you're not allowed to like amend the Constitution. Like what's there
Right,
is
you're
there.
right.
You can't make no changes. You can't change no rules. You can't delete no rules. It's there. It's set in stone.
Right.
And here they are doing the exact opposite of what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what's crazy? I was gonna say real quick. You know what I'm saying? You got some Edomites that are complaining about Donald Trump, but they wouldn't be complaining about all this illegal stuff that he's doing if it wasn't any skin off their back. If they weren't suffering, they'd be like, oh, too bad. They'd be like, pull your bootstraps up, black man. Deal with it, brown. Deal with it, Native American and brown Hispanic person.
They don't understand sacrifices needed to be made for, and they was the sacrifice.
Right.
You get
So they trying to join our side, thinking that we in the same fight. Nah,
we ain't in the same fight.
Only Yahweh shall free us from our captivity.
That's right.
When he does, you know what I'm saying, you too, you got something to learn from me. I mean, you might be watching these classes, typing, spamming in the chat, talking about some Christianity is the best or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? You can choose life or death too. You know what I'm saying? Your life can be, you know what I'm saying, serving in the kingdom.
Yep.
You'll still be able to eat lawful food. You'll still be able to sleep with your wife lawfully and have a family lawfully. It very well will be better than your life here.
That's right.
But you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to serve, then you're gonna choose death. Choose life or death.
And if I like other ones, that's why they keep our stuff hid. Because they don't want that day to come. You know what I'm saying? If everybody could see things and got their little signs that they wanted and things like that, it would be easier for them to turn back to the Lord. You get what I'm saying? They can't let that happen. This oppressor can't let you have no sign, the sign you want to see. You get what I'm saying?
Sir.
Yeah.
Most High in Christ. All right, let's get. We got more in English. We back in the Hebrew. Let's get back to it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25, verse 11. Hebrew. Taza Bayath. Laut. Zahab. Tahawor. Mabayath. Bakwatazah. Fatazah. Hanawa. I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. Zah. Zahab. Sabayah. Verse 12. Yah. Tazakwat. Wa. Abraham. It's like Abraham. Takaith. Zahab. Zanath. Zanatha. I. Abai. I. Mathwa. Wa. Shadiah. I.S.U.P.K, so I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, Mashaya, I.S.U.P.K, so I.S.U.P.K, Hashayah, verse 13, I.S.U.P.K, body, I.S.U.P.K, Shazayah, Tazah, Layah, Atham, Zahab, verse 14, Ahab, Azab, Bath, body, life, I, Tazah, Itham, Ha'ara, Lash'af, Af, Ha'ara, Alam, verse 15, I, Ha'ara, Yahayuba, Abadi, Ab, Yasaram, Love, verse 16, Nath, Nath, all, Ha'aram, Af, Idath, Shah, Athad, Allah, Yakaf, verse 17, I, Shayath, Kamarath, Salah, Talabur, Abathim, Tazayah, Abakah, Ma'abah, Tazayah, Wachabah, Rahabah, verse 18, I-Shayath, Shunayah, Kamrah, Salah, Shah, Aisha, Atham, Ashayah, Mutazawath, Kam, Hag, Kamarath, verse 19, Aisha, Kamrah, Kamawah, Hag, Hag, Mutazah, Zah, Kam, Wah, Hag, Fatizah, Zah, Hun, Kamarath, Aishbah, Av, Kamrah, I, Shayah, Tazawath, Wah, verse 20, Hayawah,
Akra,
Hakarah, Harashai, Kanak, La, Sakaf, Roth, Kanah, Yahum, Ayash, All, SKYPE, All, Kaparath, Haywa, Aya, Batarab.
Right.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 25, verse 11 in English. And thou shalt overlay with pure gold within and without shalt thou overlay it, and shalt make upon it a crown of gold round about. Verse 12. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof, and 2 rings shall be in the one side of it, and 2 rings in the other side of it. Verse 13. And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. Verse 14. And thou shalt put the staves into the rings by the sides of the ark, that the ark may be borne with them.
Real quick, the what did it say? Ark is the box made of shittim wood, and it's covered in gold. Then there's these rings on the bottom of the ark that are made of gold, and the staves are those long poles that go in the. Those are made of shittim wood, and then they're covered in gold as well. Then put through the rings. So those big poles are so that they can carry it. You know what I'm saying? Like you see on some of the movies. What's that movie? 300, when they was carrying that big emperor or whatever.
Right.
It was something similar to that. They just carrying a box here. You know what I'm saying? They just carry. It's a big box. It's a cubit. I'm gonna look that up in a second. But try to look up how long a cubit is on Google shit. And it's like Gemini just started tweaking. I don't even know how to get out of this. Okay, yeah. But yeah, so pretty much it's just a box. They said a crown on top. So the crown on top is the lid of the box has there's a lid to the box. That's what the crown is. There's a lid. Everything is made out of gold. He's about to continue on top of they're gonna put things on top of the lid. They're gonna put two two like figures of cherubims, which are the I'm saying, the Alahayim, the angels. So they're gonna put 2 golden angels on top of it. I wish we had that little thing that used to be here. All I had to do was hold it up and you can see. But this is how fancy the Lord wants it. You know what I'm saying
It's a cubit is 18 inches.
18 inches. So it said 1 cubit. Let me go back. So verse 10, it said the length thereof a cubit and a half, but the length is 2 cubits and a half. The length and the breadth is a cubit and a half. So 18 times 2 is like 20. It's 24. I want to say around
36.
36 is like way off. 30 about 36 and a half. And a half of a cubit is 36 plus 9. So it's about 41 inches.
45.
45.
Right.
45 inches long. So it's almost like it's about a yard.
Right.
About a yard big. So it is kind of big. You know what I'm saying? It's pure. It's real heavy wood.
Right.
Real heavy wood covered in gold.
Right.
So you're gonna need about 4 men to carry it.
Solid.
It's very solid. And on top of that, it's got the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, inside of it. We didn't get to it yet, but the Most High is going to require us to put the things that He wants us to keep for all of our generations inside of this covenant.
Right.
And the covenant is going to be held inside of the tabernacle.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 14. And thou shalt put the staves into the rings by the side of Verse 15. The staves shall be in the rings of the ark, they shall not be taken from it. Verse 16. And thou shalt put into the ark the testimony which I shall give thee. Verse 17. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half of the breadth thereof. Verse 18. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold, of being work shalt thou make them in the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Verse 19. And make 1 cherub on one end, and the other cherub on the other end, even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubims of the 2 ends thereof. Verse 20. And the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look one to another. Toward the mercy seat shall the faces of the cherubims be.
I want. I want. It won't open. It's been like made where we can't open it. I gotta take a picture. That's fine. I think.
Like, yeah, so that's we finished, right? That part. That's just the starting of making the Ark of the Covenant. And notice he said he's gonna give you a testimony to the way he wants to play inside of it.
Right.
He's gonna get to that later. I'm not gonna spoil it too much on that. I'm not gonna spoil it at all with that actually. We can get back to we're gonna do one more 10 and we're gonna wrap up.
Exodus chapter 25, verse 21. Hebrew. Nath, Ah, Kaparath, I, Kaparath, La, I lie, all, Kaparath, Son, Ah, I die, Shar, Son, Alayaka, verse 22. Now, I, Yah, Ka, Shar, Bars, Yah, Asaka, I, Kaparath, Yud, Shanya, Ka, I, Shar, I, I, Death, I, Call, Shar, I'll testify. Asaka, all, Yah, Yash, out, verse 3. I, Shaya, Shatan, I, Tasaya, Shatanya, Matthew, Arakam, Abba, Rabba, Rabba, Katasaya, Matthew, verse 4. Tasaya, Thou, Tahab, Tahabo, I, Shaya, Why, Saw, Tahab, Samaya, 5. I, Shaya, Why, Sakrath, Sabbath, 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 I.S.U.P.K, Sabbath, 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 6, I.S.U.P.K, Sabbath, 5, I, Sabbath, 9, I, Sharp, volume 27, I, Cigar, second breath, how, young, I, body, body, Asha, Asha, Shal, Sun, Ye, I.S.U.P.K, body, I, Shatayam, Sam, Yav, Thumb, Sabah, Nash, Bum, Shal, Sun, 9, I.S.U.P.K, Sa, Ba, Ka, Sayup, Wash, Sayup, Ba, Yav, Ba, Shah, Yasaka, Baha, 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 Taha, Taha, Aisha, Thumb, 3, Thumb, I, Shah, Thumb, Yum, Yum,
Yeah,
Yum,
right. I don't really want to get this priest's hand. Went through them boys. All right, here's the English. I'll wrap up.
So the book of Exodus, chapter 25, verse 21, in English. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark, and in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I shall give thee. Verse 22, and there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee above the mercy seat between the two cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony. All things I will give thee a commandment to the children of Israel.
So the mercy seat was not a seat for somebody to sit in. The mercy seat was supposed to be open. Above the mercy seat, that's what the Most High is supposed to be able to have His presence. Keep going.
Verse 23, thou shalt also make a table of shittim wood. 2 cubits shall be the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. Verse 24, and thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, and thereto a crown of gold round about. Verse 25, and thou shalt make unto it border of the hand, breadth round about, and thou shalt make a golden crown of the border thereof round about. Verse 26, and thou shalt make for it 4 rings of gold, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are on the 4 feet thereof. Verse 27, over against the border shall the rings be 4 places of the staves to bear. Verse 28, and thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, that the table may be borne with them. Verse 29, and thou shalt make the dishes thereof, and spoons thereof, and covers thereof, and bowls thereof, to cover withal of pure gold shalt thou make them.
So imagine, so real quick, just imagine you see us sitting at this podium right here, Imagine this podium and everything on it was pure gold. And in the middle of the gold was some wood like this, but more expensive, more fancy, and more unique. Not what's the word? More exquisite, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Exquisite.
More exquisite type of wood covered in gold. Everything just shining. That's how the Most High wants it. The Most High wants it to be crisp and clean and look very regal and beautiful. So that flatness that Israel has, it was sent to us from the Most High. The Most High gave us that spirit long ago. Keep going.
Verse 30. And thou shalt set upon the table shewbread before me all day.
Showbread for the priests, right? This is exactly what we said. This is the podium for the priests. That's what he said. This is the tabernacle. So not just any Israelite gonna be in that boy. It's gonna be priests in that boy. It's gonna be judges in that boy.
Right.
The table that they sit at, even the spoons and forks are gonna be gold. Everything gold. All right. Next week we're gonna highlight it there in 31. Next week when we get back, we're gonna cover over like the tents. We're gonna go over the tents. Even the poles for the tents are gonna be made out of gold.
Right.
You know the linen, you know the cloth for the tent's gonna be fancy. It's gonna be some fly stuff, man. So Israel is known for being fly. That's the spirit of the Lord.
That's right.
So with that, I'm saying we're gonna close up. We're gonna get it. We're gonna salute the Torah. Get into these prayers. I.S.U.P.K, which means to stand. Get warm.
SHALAM.
YAHANNA. One fast. Cover the scroll. One more. Got it. One more. We're gonna salute the Torah. YAHANNA.
YAHANNA.
Face east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Sorry, which means turn. We're going to face east. There you go.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Wadash.
I.S.U.P.K. Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
BLACKWATCH.
BLACKWATCH.
Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
I.S.U.P.K.
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 Ba'aratza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
I.S.U.P.K.
Bashamayim. Bashamayim.
Nathan Lanau.
Nathan Lanau.
Lakam.
Call. Yawam.
Wasalak Lanau.
Wasalak Nawal.
Kabawat Now.
Kabawat Nawal.
Kasalak Now.
Sasalak Nawal.
Kawak Yanau.
Kawat Yanau.
Wala'a. W. Ya'anu. Banasai Yawan.
Banasai Yawan.
Abal. Hawashanau.
Hawashayanau.
Mayan.
Right.
Kaya.
Laka.
Amalakwa. Wahala. Wahata
Parat.
La'ai Walamium.
Aman. In English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Sorry. You gotta give a courtesy salute to the brothers and to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ahmadu, Shabbat, Ahmadu, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Yadi Matah, stars from the faith sisters. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ahmadu Shabbat, Ahmadu, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Yadi Matah, dismissed.